So we know that the 4-chunk armor frame, or the mercenary frame as it's called, is very strong when you put the 4 blue resistant plates in it, but today we're going to try the exact opposite, which is the medtech or 1-chunk frame with a single impact plate. The impact plates are the new ones in Armor 2.0. They're like the old armor systems from the previous games. Even if this armor is fully depleted, it will regenerate after some time. Now, something to keep in mind is that impact plates will remove a down as well as add 3 seconds of regen time per plate that you use. So with a single regen plate in the medtech frame, it is a 3-second timer. This would get literally cut in half if we just switch this to a adaptive plate, or a 1-second timer if we use a resistant plate. But these guys, when they break, they're permanently gone until you use either an armor bag or an armor repair kit with a skill. This, you don't need any skills whatsoever, it'll always be there. So we're using the impact plate just because of what we're working with today. So the idea I have in mind isn't anything new. Pain, Asymbolia, and the Fortitude skill tree got buffed with the Armor 2.0. It's 40% less damage you take to Adrenaline, and that's kind of what we're doing today. We want to try to do, stay in Adrenaline for as long as humanly possible. So we're doing kind of the tried and true kill things that are marked with Assassin's Metal to regenerate health to get more Adrenaline, thus making us do... I almost said double damage. It's not. It's just double the edge buff, so it'd be 20% more damage. But really what I'm looking for is the 20% less damage and doubling the movement speed from Rush as well. So here's what we're working with, just so you guys, if you want to try this yourselves, can copy it. Like I said, it's nothing too new. We're using the FSA 12G. This is the semi-auto shotgun that came with syntax error. We're using the Deagle, or the Garstini Viper. This one came with Fear and Greed. We're using the Sociopath Bat for the overkill weapon. This came with Jacket. Now this is fully leveled up, by the way. That's simply because as you are getting kills with this, you are restoring health, which is right here. So this also can go into your adrenaline, thus making you even faster. You do move really freaking quick while you're also active with this bat, so using Pain Asymbolia makes you quite speedy indeed. So from here, like I said, we're using the MedTech 1-chunk frame. That is because of the skills, which we'll get into here in a moment. Flashbangs, a medic bag, the trip laser tool. Now, why flashbangs instead of something like, say, the smoke grenades, right? Simply because of a couple of the skills we'll get into here in a moment. And trip lasers are good for hunkering down. They're constant and can constantly be marking the enemies. Going into the skills, here's what we're working with. First up, we have to get the first point in Ammo Specialist. This helps because it's actually giving us 20% more ammo capacity, and using the medtech frame actually is taking away 20%, so it's kind of just canceling each other out. From there, we get Scrounger. This is so we can replenish those flashbangs. We're going to need to be throwing lots of them, so it'll be helpful to do that. Next, we're going into Fortitude. We're acing it. The basic version is giving you just more health, and anytime you do gain Adrenaline, you're going to gain or refresh Grit. That is, when I say gain Adrenaline, I mean that if you have no Adrenaline and then heal, overheal to gain Adrenaline. That's when it goes from the white health to the green health. That's when you'll gain or refresh Grit. Acing it will increase your downs, which is important, and also your bleed out time is by 50% as well. Just another little extra benefit. We're skipping Health Siphon. I've tried to make an Adrenaline build work by also being a team player. I just don't think it's possible. I think you either need to choose to be a medic or to basically be completely selfish and get the Fortitude skills for yourself, for Adrenaline, that is. That's what we're focusing on. We're not really dropping medic bags for anyone but ourselves. We're being completely selfish today. So we're skipping this one. Unyielding is 15 extra health per down, which the single chunk armor gives you a couple of downs here. I think it gives you 3. And we're using an impact plate here is taking away Where is it here? Max downs is 3. Yeah, so it's taking 1 away. We're going back down to 3 right now. And so by using Fortitude Aced, we're going back up to 4. So this is going to be the 60 extra health, which is pretty helpful. Next up, super physiological, whatever the fuck this is called. Whenever you gain adrenaline, gain more for each down, 10% more. So we're actually getting 40% more adrenaline whenever we are gaining any, which is helpful. We are skipping walking tall just because, honestly, with how the testing went, the degradation of adrenaline isn't really a factor. You're kind of usually always sticking around like that threshold where 1 to 3 shots is making you go back from the green health to either your armor or health damage. So this just kind of feels like a waste of a point to me. And then Pain Asymbolia, of course, this was kind of the main thing I wanted to throw in here. We didn't grab Beast of Burden. I just don't have the points for it, really. You could make an argument to get rid of like the escapist skills here to run faster. I just really wanted movement speed, and we do get slowed by having these 2 bags, but there is no movement penalty at all on the 1 chunk armor. So while you will be a bit slower, if you have Pain Asymbolia, Adrenaline going, as well as Swift, you're not moving that much slower. If you're playing something like Fear and Greed that has no bags, I would definitely take these out and put them into something else. But I just wanted the ability to hold 2 bags. It's kind of a necessity for most of the heists. In Escapist, we got the basic version to unlock the tree, and then Swift to run faster. In Mower, we still got Ammo Funnel and Replenish. We had to get Mower Basic to do that. That is simply because even with the direct nerfs to ammo pickup with one of the guns, the FSA still really benefits from Ammo Funnel and Replenish. So much so where it's actually catching myself trying to reload. That way I can refresh my edge and grit with combat reload, and I can't. I had to waste a shot still. So we're still grabbing Ammo Funnel with this one. We're grabbing Enforcer. This is another way to gain grit. We have to unlock the tree. I really like Solid. It's a solid skill. With shotguns and being up close and personal with groups of enemies with the flashbangs, there's going to be a lot of times you're coming across shields and you don't want to be able to get staggered and then have everyone just ruin all of your overheal. So I grab Solid. I like it. And then combat reload to refresh edge and grit when we can. Although it's very easy to gain these back if you're not trying to refresh them. Like I said, Fortitude will do it, Enforcer will do it. From there, we're going into Demolitionist. This is so we can get Overcooked, which basically makes any grenade an impact grenade, so the flashbangs are instantaneous when they collide with something. From here, we're going Assassin Basic. This is going to proc Rush anytime we get a suppressor kill. Then we grab Killer Kinesthetics. This is so whenever we kill a marked enemy, if someone is not marked, they'll become marked if they're within 10 meters of that target. Assassin's Medal is a must. It is allowing us to heal. You do need at least 1 armor plate or less. So we're using the 1 chunk armor. So anytime we get a kill that someone that's marked, we'll be healing. And then also Death Knell. This is so whenever we flash anybody with the flashbangs, that whole group of enemies will become marked. So we can, heal off of them. I grabbed Tactician. This is honestly one of my favorite skills in the game. Because even though it's like you're probably thinking, okay, I throw the flashbang, I gain edge. While that is true, sometimes just shooting an enemy enough will, stagger them, and that also makes you gain edge. It's a very nice way to gain the edge buff. We're then grabbing Discombobulate. This is so when the flashbang does wear off, the enemies are doing 40% less damage while you're just, mopping up the rest of the kills. This is useful, like I said, trying to keep your adrenaline health up for as long as possible. I throw on Expose as well, just so they don't have any armor at all while they're flashbanged. And then Scramble to make that stun last just a little bit longer. I ran out of points here. I only had 1 left. So I did get Strategic Basic just so the marks last 20% longer. Something like maybe having it to where I could either ace this so it lasts even longer, or, Threat Assessment so we take even less damage, or Misdirect might be nice. I think if you're running like a heist that has no bags, like Fear and Greed, you could take those 2 points out, put them in here. Something along those lines, but that's the core build in a nutshell. Again, with these weapons, you can really modify them however you want, but the only thing that is a necessity, you need to use a suppressor or silencer on them. So we're using both of them silenced. And yeah, that's the Lightfoot build I'm rocking with. We're gonna switch into a heist here, show you what it's like. Closer auction, a zip line. Do we need anything else? Oh, then we gotta start in the garage or anything. Bring an extra medic bag for the hell of it. It looks like 3 of us are rocking the same primary and secondary. Get these guys tied up just so we can try to avoid as many nader gas bombs as possible.
Key card located. Done and done. Only 1 control box left to go. If you tie down civilians, I can use them for hostage negotiations.
Come on, there we go. Maybe we can buy just a few more seconds here. Get that guy out.
I'm having Bile make the lance parts drop at the rotunda.
Trading some more. Yeah, there we go. Come on, Bile. Look at this. Well-oiled unit right now.
Cops are bringing in naders.
Whoa.
Get ready. Here they come.
Start up, getting some adrenaline here. Probably should just be hunkering down, realistically.
Cops are bringing in sabotage specialists. Hostage rescue units are on site. Sabotage squad on site. Watch out.
Moving to clear.
Don't touch our hostages, sir. Let's see if I can get that drill fixed up. Take us some time. Back up, oh no. Clover got it.
When you find it, you can lift it or wipe it.
So we can just start decrypting this early. I want to get in with the action.
Electrical hazard.
Is highly combustible.
Oh, hey, we got it.
Got it. Now, do me a favor and stay alive long enough to get extracted. Bile is on the way.
Can anyone tell me whether or not that, like, going through extra evidence adds value to the loot bag? As far as I know, it's just you need to identify which one you need, and past that, you know, going through them provides no extra benefit. You can open from this side, too. You know what? It probably is going to be easier to defend these if we just put them down in the middle where they're supposed to go anyway. Let's hang on to these, too. We got the...
Everybody meet up in the courtroom. You need to get Houston to the helicopter.
one chunk armor, so the first aid kits will heal for more. I'm a-coming.
Hate the showers.
Leave Houston out of here, but make sure he doesn't fall behind. With his hands all fucked up, you'll have to provide the
What is
firepower.
interacting over there?
That's how it's done. Now take a moment to regroup and be ready when they come back.
Oh, it's evidence? Oh, you can do this early, too. I'm actually learning things this time around. God, these freezes. Oh, this has just been locked, huh?
Overkill weapons ready when you are.
Hang on to these.
It is time to move on.
Come along, Houston.
Two bags and counting. Watch out for Houston as he extracts. Make sure the cops stay off him.
They use electricity.
Where are all these cops?
Not survey. The beast has fallen.
Oh, hello, Dozer. Gotta respect the bulldozer. We're still looting all this stuff. I guess I won't stop them from doing it. I just don't think it's actually has a point. It makes no sense logically why figuring out that someone's we don't needs evidence just makes it more valuable. Where's the fourth bag? Or third bag, excuse me. Right here.
That's 3. That's 5.
Sorry.
No one is safe.
Just picked up the transmission. Cops are about to launch a final assault.
Well, let's just go hang out in there.
Hostage rescue is on the scene.
Gotta get our adrenaline, our health back up as quick as we can.
Gator down. Shield.
Oh, hello, Dozer. Goodbye, Dozer.
Time to hustle. The fucking cops won't regroup until you're dead.
Armor repair kits here, huh? Oh, what the fuck? I don't know what happened there.
You can't just zap away the facts.
Do not be shocked.
So start moving the bags.
Techie is out of service.
This attack wave won't stop until they have
We got everything on here if we want. Oh, don't mind if I do. That fucking zapper didn't give a fuck.
The smoke is cleared away.
So I'll just run this.
10 bags and counting.
What do we got here? Anything? Should I take it out of the box?
Artillery required.
Red box? Huh. Might as well top it off, right?
Cops are done playing nice. The assault won't stop until you're dead or dying.
Shocking new thriller.
Yeah. Game doesn't have too much difficulty to it nowadays. Kind of allows you to do whatever it is you kind of want, which is a good thing. Okay.
Killer from afar. Lost the strongest foe.
Cops are not backing the fuck off anymore. You need to move it.
And it's not even enough enemies to shoot with 4 of us. Dentist. Wow, armor bags. It's so useful for 3 of us. Holy crap, for a final charge, it's like, where are the enemies, man?
Won't recoup until you're dead.
Bulldozer back. Is out of service.
Avert your eyes.
Guess they're out here. I didn't even get it. Sag.
The toughest defense has its limits.
This attack wave won't stop until they have you in custody. Get the fuck out of there.
I think we'll be okay, Shade. I have not seen a good opportunity to go off with my baseball bat. Who am I? God, the shotgun is ridiculous. Why did they do this to shotguns?
The boom charges.
My armor. Let's get the adrenaline back.
Cops will keep coming for you until you're dead or in custody. They're not retreating this time.
Greetings.
And that, my friends, is that.
I really enjoyed that.
That wasn't just a success, it was a goddamn statement. Even if they managed to grab one of you, there is no place secure enough to hold you. It wouldn't surprise me if they brought in the National Guard after this one. And Houston, welcome back.
We lost Dallas already, so I don't see his stats, but yeah, I mean, not heavy on the kills on this one. I don't know. I feel like there's a way we could kind of shape this to be a little different. Maybe instead of the flashbangs, we could run smokes, and instead of a regen plate, we could do a blue plate, because then that would give us 5 downs total, thus buffing the fortitude skills even more. I don't know. If you guys want me to try that out, let me know. Be cool. But that's 1 plate armor. Game isn't too difficult at the moment, but I am getting some enjoyment out of it from testing all these things. So if there's anything you guys want me to test next, go ahead and let me know. I think we're going to do the 3-chunk armor next and try some sort of grenade build, since this passive is allowing you to replenish your grenades. Let's be chucking lots of those motherfuckers.